All right, here we are with the off season. Now, we're a little tingly. We're still a little tingly. We're not full mind with that post Super Bowl hangover that we got, but we're gonna try our best to address everything in this off season to repeat as Super Bowl champions. I know so many guys are enthralled from that 41-12 victory we have over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, it was a thing of beauty. Our defense came to play. And we're ready to rock, and we're ready to roll. Let's just jump right next into the next week. I mean, going into the draft in this offseason, offensive line is where we want to go. But then again, all our offensive linemen right now are high morale. They're all above 80, but we just know it wasn't getting the job done. I know right now, our right tackle was horrendous, but he has an 87 overall. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with what we're going to do with that. We get a staff re-signed here. Looking at players ready to negotiate their contracts. You know, as I already said, because I kind of butchered this a little bit, because in Madden's past, when you play with salary cap and you heavily edit the players, you usually will just, you know, you're not being for a fun time. It kind of messes things up. So I decided to turn salary cap off, but we play with a salary cap, you know, just in paper. We're not going to go and sign everybody. We're going to make sure we stay under that number. We still know what the value of our contracts are. So now we have DGB, who wants to get some decent money, $18 million over 4 years. But I know if we probably let him walk, we may be able to bring him back on a cheaper deal. Because certainly we want to use DGB. He's nothing like the DGB in real life. Aguilar's gone. Simmons is not bad. That's actually not too bad. Let's see if we can bring him back on $2 million over 2 years. There we go. That's not bad. I'll take that for a 75. We got Jalen Watkins, 74. You can go fuck yourself. Count is not bad. This Church guy. I mean, that's kind of what we want for height, weight, speed. Let's see if he wants to come back on a one-year deal. Man, like I said, this clearly, after winning the Super Bowl, guys are more likely to re-sign with you. So we got 2 guys back then. DGB again. Plus, I also want to look elsewhere. Because DGB does suck in real life. If we can find a wide receiver in free agency that we can land, that's probably going to be the better scenario for us. So let's simulate here to stage 1 of the offseason and see who we can potentially bring in. So jumping to the free agent pool. I don't know how much official money we have to play with. Okay, we're not gonna outbid. We're not gonna go absolutely ham. But like guys, are down to money. Chris McCaffrey was terrible for us last year, 90 overall. So I mean, what are we gonna do? Looks like a fairly weak class though, to be completely honest. We have Cess Russell as a backup. We don't really need a QB, running back. I mean, we're fine. Smallwood has been a beat. Tevin, I'm intrigued, but adding maybe Tevin Coleman, a nice two-headed tack. Jordan Howard's there. Maybe we can make a play here for one of these running backs. Coleman is cheaper than Howard. He's a little bit... Let's see if we can get Jordan Howard in here. Oh, how much does it say we had? 36 mil. Like, for some reason, cap's off, but it still shows that we have 36 mil in cap room, so we can definitely splurge a little bit. We've been nice with our money. We've been real nice with our money. Freddie Stevenson, 82. Wide receiver, DGB is the top option. It looks like the Redskins really want DGB. So let's see what else we have here in terms of weapons. We got Tajay Sharp is there. We have the speedster. We have our slot guy. So we need another big guy to go on the outside. Chris Conley is certainly an option. Justin Hunter. Not getting Nelly Drops galore. I mean, these guys are... Perriman could be intriguing. I actually kind of like that. Perriman could be our guy. We got, just in case we're not missing out on any, Kevin White. I mean, Woods, Tyreek Hill, DGB. So we have Tyreek Hill, but he's really similar to what we have in Antonio Callaway. So let's see if we can actually bring in Rashad Perriman here. Oh, Jesus. Let's see what we got. All right, we'll bring you in. Tight end, we're fine. Left tackle, we're fine. Left guard. We got Wisniewski, but we could bring in potentially Whitehair. Sullivan at center. Brooks. Havenstein. Okay, so overall, not a lot to play with on the offensive line, but Whitehair is intriguing. More so because I want to get Brandon Brooks off of 784, 27, 14 mil over that. Let's see if we can just throw our name in here. Okay, we're going to get Cody Whitehair, and I think we're going to move on from Brandon Brooks. We got Will Hayes, Knighton, Everson Griffin, Louis Kikaha. I think we're all right here on the defensive front. We got Cunningham. We're absolutely solid at linebacker. Maybe bringing in a depth guy wouldn't be horrendous. But there's not a lot of players here. Arakpo's not a scheme fit. I think we're all right. Now the secondary. Old fucks. We don't want, 30-some. They're all on the wrong side of 30. Trey Waynes. Don't really want to. Ooh, this guy. Tripp. 6'2", 212. We're fine here. Free safety, we're all right. Strong safety, we're all right. Kicker, we're all right. Punter, we're all right. So we have our moves to be made there. What is our dead cap if we want to move on from Brandon Brooks? Because it looks like we're going to be able to bring in Cody Whitehair for sure. So if we move on from Brandon Brooks, we save $7 million. So Brandon Brooks will be getting cut. Goodbye. Even though you're in the positive. This could absolutely be terrible if we lose out on Cody Whitehair. I think we can get it. Just because I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head where our salary cap numbers. I know for sure. I think we're like in the 20 million. We have like $26 million in cap. We definitely just freed up more than that by getting in. There we go. So we got Cody Whitehair. We got Jordan Howard. And we got Brashad Perriman as our sign. Obviously, Jordan Howard. Not as good in this save as he has been in real life after his rookie season with the Bears. But it's not bad. And I think overall, a decent haul. Realistic haul for the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's send right now to the draft. Which is going to be big old time for the draft. And what's going to happen is when you guys come back, I'm doing this in parts. I'm going to have the draft all done with all the rookies that you've seen featured at the top in the very beginning of the season. You saw some of the rookies that would be featured throughout. They're all going to be edited. You're going to go through every single roster. But most importantly, we're going to take a look at how the defending, I butchered that, the reigning, defending Super Bowl champ Philadelphia Eagles do in the draft. So Alright, we're back, and here we go. Post-draft recap. Got to say, it wasn't my strongest draft by any means. We got a couple nice little pieces to add to the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. But also what I found out is, for the term realistic, we don't have the salary cap on. I forgot that old draft recap shows you actually how much cap room you're working with. And we're currently minus almost $2 million. So before we look through this, let's make sure we get our roster just right about where we need it. We need to free up just under $2 million in cap space to officially be under. Who is going to make that cut? Who's the kind of guy that we can get rid of here? We save a lot of money on Malcolm Jenkins, but I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger on that yet. We do have Jamal Adams, LSU prospect, waiting in the wings. Kendricks is a nice one, but again, he's serviceable. All these guys, like I said, all these guys are kind of fringe. Ooh, Brian Cox. There you go. Okay, we'll take the hit. We'll get rid of Brian Cox. And that should put us under the salary cap, which is exactly where we need to be, baby. Look, draft recap. Are we in the positive? Oh, shit. Okay, by the time we do our roster cuts and we get our roster down to 53, we will be fine. So let's look at our draft. In the first round of pick 32, we selected Arden Key, the defensive end from LSU. In the second round, we selected tackle, who we will be sliding and starting out his rookie season as a guard, Toby Weathersby from LSU, to add with the fact that we have Jamal Adams from LSU. We have Jalen Mills from LSU. We got a lot of LSU Tigers over here on Philadelphia. We're having LSU bias. People are probably screaming at the top of their lungs. We kind of whiffed here on the middle rounds. We got this wide receiver here, Bryson Barlow, who has 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 97 agility. But he's nothing special. But we did get a great running back here in the 6th round, who we made Ronald Jones III, the running back from USC. We all know how in Philadelphia we want to be hesitant on getting USC Trojans by getting a 75. I think he's like the 3rd highest running back in the draft class in the 6th round. Adding that to the backfield that already has Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Howard, now Wendell Smallwood, Ronald Jones, adding great competition, but overall not the strongest draft. But we're on Arden Key here, guy right in, especially because Vinny Curry is certainly on the downslope. We need to prepare for a life beyond him. Even Brandon Graham's getting up there in age. Getting the edge is certainly a position we need to continue to build upon. So that being said, that's how our draft's looking. I don't think we have a starter here. Key will get rotated in. Weathersby will be top depth, and Ronald Jones may be able to make. Unfortunately, Wendell Smallwood somewhat serviceable. We can get rid of him. Expendable, I meant. Let's look at the other rosters. Let's see how this draft played out. What rookies, what prospects are we using now in this connected franchise mode. The most realistic connected franchise mode you're going to find on the YouTubes. So the Falcons selected Josh Sweat, the outside linebacker from Florida State, at pick 14. He's a 77 overall. They also got this nice right guard, Brandon Belugin from UTEP, 75. All right, not bad. And they also got Brett Rippin. We actually made him a quarterback from Boise State. There you go. He's a real guy. This guy's not a real guy. Brett Rippin is an actual player. The 49ers got Derwin James, the strong safety from Florida State here, 76 overall. They get a nice center, Philip Diamond, 73. The great 72, but obviously Derwin James is the only real prospect we have here. Look at the Giants. They got Minka Fitzpatrick with the 4th pick, 79 overall, defensive back. He is listed as a corner, but he can play safety. They got Jake Browning, the quarterback from Washington, in the 2nd round, 78 overall. Jesus Christ. Okay, 2 good picks there for the Giants. A little worried. That could have been worse. That would have helped out a little bit. Look at the Jags. They got Dalton Schultz, the tight end from Stanford, in the 1st round. That is a 78 overall. They got this guy here. They went back-to-back tight end for some reason. Allen, a 70. No one else that's new. The Jets got Deron Payne, the defensive tackle from the University of Alabama, 74 overall. I like that pick. They got this Stacy tight end here. They got TJ Edwards, the middle linebacker from Wisconsin, 75 overall in the 4th round. A lot of people thought TJ Edwards would have gone the first 2 rounds. Maybe a medical, something had him slip here to the 4th, but a great pick from the Jets. They get a 70 overall corner in the 4th. It's not bad. Not a bad draft from the Jets. The Detroit Lions got Malik Hooker, the free safety from Ohio State, 78 overall. That's nice. That's a good overall there for that. No one else though. Not a great draft from the Lions. Green Bay Packers got Ronnie Harrison, the strong safety from Alabama, 78 overall for the 26th pick. That is a very nice selection there. They got Wilson Spate, the quarterback from Michigan, in the 4th round. He's a 67 overall. A lot of people are uncertain if he'll be able to make that transition from college to the pros. They're saying he's the next Brock Osweiler. We'll have to wait and see. And they got Jonathan Giles, the wide receiver from Texas Tech, Patty Mahomes, big-time weapon at Texas Tech, 73 overall in the 7th round. I would have, how did I miss that one? I should have been able to get a guy like that. The Carolina Panthers at pick 11 in the 1st round got Saquon Barkley, the running back from Pittsburgh, 70 overall. In the 2nd round, they got Byron Cowart, the defensive end from Auburn. And then they got Hunter Ridgeway, who's not a real guy. Center in the 3rd round, 73 overall. So, I mean, the first 2 picks, though, that's not bad. Patriots got Bo Scarborough at pick 28. 81 overall for Bo Scarborough, the Alabama prospect, the big-time thumper. Classic Patriots, classic goddamn New England, getting the best goddamn player in the draft at pick 28. They got Cameron Smith, the middle linebacker from USC, in the 2nd round. He's a 73 overall. Kind of low overall. Would have figured Cameron Smith has got to get 75 plus, but that's the way she goes. The Raiders in the 1st round got Darius Geist, the running back from LSU, 81 overall. So there, I guess, tied for the best. A big draft class on running backs. The Raiders will kill it. They got Christian Kirk, the wide receiver of Texas A&M, here in the 2nd round. They got a tight end here, 74 in the 5th round. A fullback here, Branch Warner, 71 in the 5th round. Not bad. And it's going fullback heavy, I guess, is what the Raiders were doing. But Geist and Kirk are big gets for them. The Rams got Cortland Sutton, the wide receiver from SMU, with the 29th pick to help Jared Goff in the future. He's a 71 overall. They got this McNair guy in the 3rd round. The Ravens in the 1st round, 1st overall pick selected Malik Jefferson, the linebacker from Texas. Currently listed as an outside linebacker, 3-4 pass rusher. Clearly, he's not going to be that. He's more of an inside guy, but it is what it is. Malik Jefferson is a beast. Nice little franchise pick. Then they got Richie James, as seen in our Toronto Huskies connected franchise mode. The wide receiver from Middle Tennessee, 69 overall. Not a bad pick. The Washington Redskins selected C.C. Jefferson from Florida with the 24th pick in the 1st round. He's a 74 overall. He's pretty goddamn good, to be honest with you. I don't think they got anyone else, though. The New Orleans Saints got Iman Marshall, the corner from USC, with a 21st pick, 78 overall. It is really tough, in my opinion, to draft corners unless there's a clear-cut guy. So waiting all the way to 21 and still getting a 78 overall corner was a great pick. Then they also got Equanimus St. Brown, the wide receiver from Notre Dame, one of the most iconic names in college football to date. 68 overall, big-bodied red zone target. Should form a nice little pair there with Michael Thomas. Look at the Seahawks. They got Mitch Hyatt, the left tackle from Clemson, here at the 25th pick, 78 overall. It only took them 4 years, and they're finally starting to address the offensive line in Seattle, so that's nice to see there. They got a 78 overall fullback in the 5th round. Oh, we got Vintez Gerard Eddy. Ugh, okay. The Steelers got Porter Gustin, the outside linebacker from USC, with the 31st pick. He's a 70 overall. Not the best draft here. Looking for the falters, the AFC champions, Pittsburgh Steelers, a 70 overall. I don't think we have anyone else here. They got a guy named Nick Booty, which is a great way to describe their draft. The Houston Texans selected Brandon Faneca. Probably butchered that, but he's interior offensive lineman from Stanford. More so a guard. They're gonna try him out as a center. He's a 76 overall. I don't think they got anyone else here. Myles Gaskin, the running back from Washington, in the 5th round, 70 overall. Not a bad draft though. A couple 70s sprinkled in here. Solid draft here from the Texans. Clearly went with quantity and quality. The Tennessee Titans selected Jordan Whitehead, the free safety from Pittsburgh, with a 22nd pick in the 1st round, 78 overall. Nice pick there. Going back-to-back free safety, got this guy, Stephen Byram, 73 overall. Denoris Searcy's brother, clearly. Look at the Minnesota Vikings. Got Martez Ivy, the guard. Just general offensive lineman. He can play guard, he can play tackle. From the University of Florida with the 7th pick, 75 overall. They got another right guard. Why are all these teams going double? Same pick for, I don't know, it's stupid. But they got Ben Gannon, a right guard from Penn State. Not a real guy, 72 overall. They got Dante Culpepper's brother. All right. Looking at the Chicago Bears, they selected Marcus Allen, the free safety from Penn State, who's an 81 overall at pick 19. Maybe the best pick of the 1st round here, from what I can tell in terms of value. It is really, really tough to get a defensive player that late with that kind of overall, so nice pick there. They got Orlando Brown, the right tackle from Oklahoma, in the 2nd round. 71 overall, one of the biggest human beings in college football right now. And that's it. Not a bad draft, though. The Cincinnati Bengals got Jerry Tillery, the defensive tackle from Notre Dame, with the 5th pick in the 1st round. 76 overall. Not bad. Some off-the-field issues. Kind of fits right into, the Cincinnati Bengals mantra. I remember, didn't he, stomp on someone last year in college? I don't know, something dumb like that. But he is a beast, big, long, lengthy guy. The Buffalo Bills got Calvin Ridley, the wide receiver from Alabama, with the 16th pick in the 1st round, 75 overall. And then doubling up on wide receiver in the 2nd round, they got Nyquan Murray, the wide receiver from Florida State, the burner, 71 overall. So really trying to do a complete overhaul of their wide receiver core. And that's it. Denver Broncos got Kevin Tolliver, the corner from LSU, with the 12th pick in the 1st round, 70 overall. Usually a team that does draft fairly well. The Denver Broncos didn't really hit on this one. Their 2nd round corner, Phylon here, got a 70 overall as well. And that's, I think, pretty much it. Not a strong draft at all from John Elway and company. Looking at the Cleveland Browns at pick 10, they went tight end, selected Mark Andrews, the tight end from Oklahoma, 76 overall. He's a beast. And in the 2nd round, they got Trenton Thompson, the defensive tackle from Georgia, 72 overall. Really good prospects here to go offense and defense. I like it. I respect it. They got a 70 overall running back here in the 4th round. Not bad. Not a bad draft here from the Cleveland Browns. Going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at right 1st round, pick 15, right tackle Brock Rubble from Florida State, 75 overall. Trying to get Jameis Winston some more of his Florida State buddies here to do some damn work. I like that pick. Bunch of, not bad. They got 71 overall strong safety in the 5th round. Tanner Mangum, the quarterback from BYU, in the 6th round, 69 overall to come in and be Jameis Winston's backup, and a 72 overall guard here in the 7th round. Good value. Nice little draft here from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Going to the Arizona Cardinals, they got Tavares McFadden in the 20th pick of the 1st round, 72 overall, the corner from Florida State. Nice pick up there to pair probably with Pat Pete. Pat Pete's getting up there in age. What else we got here? They got a 70 overall running back in the 5th round. That's about it. Not overall a great draft from the Cardinals. Go to the San Diego Chargers at the 1st round, pick 18. They selected Will Grier, the quarterback from West Virginia, 76 overall. Surprising overall. Some people thought he was going to go later. Maybe the reach of the draft. After he got kicked off of Florida for busting some goddamn Mexican supplements, he's ready to take over, I assume, for Phillip Rivers long term. They got a 70 overall corner here, 70 overall middle linebacker, 70 overall right outside linebacker. Not a bad draft at all here. Lots of pieces they can add, lots of depth pieces they can add to the Chargers. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They selected Natrez Patrick, the linebacker from Georgia, with the 30th pick in the 1st round. And he's a 63 overall. That's one of the worst overalls I've seen. This is no slight to Patrick, who's a very talented linebacker right now at the University of Georgia. Someone has to do it, though. We got to make all the 1st round prospects real prospects. So maybe there's an injury. Maybe there's a superstar development trait he can really, develop later on. We have to wait and see, but a horrible draft here from Big Red, if Andy Reid still is there in the Kansas City Chiefs. Looking at the Indianapolis Colts, the number 2 pick in the first round, they selected Sam Hubbard, the defensive end from Ohio State, 78 overall. You know, very similar pick to when the Chargers took Joey Bosa. A lot of people thought maybe they're not a straight 3-4 scheme fit, and then just wait and see. So hopefully he doesn't turn into the next Joey Bosa and becomes unstoppable. They get a 73 overall left tackle here in the second round. That's a good value pick. LaBounty, that's a pretty good name. They get a 75 overall center in the third round. A 75 overall wide receiver in the fourth round. Keontae Safarian-Jenkins and Duncan. Oh my God! All right, beast. They got a 75 overall fullback in the 6th round. I guess the Colts are just making every team look trash. Maybe I should edit that guy into a real prospect. I don't know why I missed him. So pretty damn good. The Cowboys with the 9th pick in the first round got Deion Kane, the wide receiver from Clemson, 75 overall. Didn't have a whole lot of picks outside of that, but a nice wide receiver, nice little target there for Dak. The Miami Dolphins got Sam Darnold at pick 8 in the first round, the quarterback from USC, to come in and add some competition for Mr. Ryan Tannehill. In the second round, doubling up on quarterback, they got Shane Buechele, the quarterback from Texas, 76 overall. Crazy. This is crazy. Why are they going back-to-back QBs? They're trying to have maybe like an RG3 Kirk Cousins scenario going on. Who knows? 70 overall defensive end in the third round. 70 overall right outside linebacker. Gresham, 72. I mean, not a bad draft here. Overall, not a bad draft from the Miami Dolphins. And we already saw us, Philadelphia Eagles right here. So there you go, guys. That is the full draft. By the time we come back for the next episode, we will be... Actually, you know what? Let's quickly round up here with a quick depth chart before... Because the next episode will probably be a summary of the preseason and getting us ready for episode number 1. So our offensive line, we got Lane Johnson. We got Steven Wisniewski, Jason Kelsey, Cody Whitehair, and Connor McDermott. Look at that. All above 80s, exactly what we want. Zach Ertz up to a 94 with the confidence boost to pair with Trey Burton. Wide receivers, we got Jordan Matthews, 90. Brashad Perriman, 78. Antonio Callaway on the other side, 83 with the confidence boost. The backfield of Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Howard, and Ronald Jones. Just going to run all up, down, people. Fullback, Freddie Stevenson, 82 here. We got Carson Wentz, 93. He is a GOAT. He now has a Super Bowl title. He wants another one. He's hungry. Our front 7. We got Michael Kendricks, 86. Sua Cravens, there's depth. Jordan Hicks, 88. We got Zach Cunningham up to an 81. We got Brandon Graham, 89. Benny Logan, 87. Fletcher Cox, 99. And Vinny Curry, 81. Our secondary, Jalen Mills, Marlon Humphrey. Definitely needed to get another corner. Unfortunately, we couldn't land one. But maybe, again, we'll try to put maybe Jamal Adams back there. He worked decent, coming off the edge, getting some pressure. And we have Rodney McLeod and Malcolm Jenkins as our 2 safeties. So as always, guys, on the next episode, we will be recapping the preseason. And until next time, it's C4 saying, if you like this kind of stuff, you like the in-depth you see here, please subscribe. Should they subscribe?
Yeah.
All right, peace out. Do you hear it?